really easy to break.
Anyway, ready to go.
Yep,
He's starting.
I've loaded the game. We're back.
Okay.
Weep.
And there's a power slug in my room.
Just sitting there on you.
Yeah. That's weird, right? Why is there a power slug here? It's just here next to me as I load it in. I don't know why there would be one, why there is one. It kind of scares me.
Oh right, I set this thing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we can't pick up and move these things, right?
Where the heck am I?
Well, we can pick them up and then drop them down.
We can.
Yes.
There's you. There's me.
Oh, I guess maybe somebody
That's
did that
right, the
because it was
map.
just here. I don't know why.
I feel like
Okay.
that'd be something that
Oh,
you
right.
did.
I was trying to go for that.
Okay. What are
Yes.
you harvesting?
Yeah.
This is
Halloween.
nitrogen. Okay, so
Yeah, it's gonna take us all stream to figure out what we're doing. At least for me, I don't remember what our goal was anymore in this last time we were here.
I think I was trying to figure like get nitrogen gas or something.
I'm gonna take
Yeah,
us.
I happen to have some.
I literally started on top of the thing. Just need to figure out how, where to get it. Logistics.
I guess I need to check the status of our intercontinental railroad. I think that's what I was working on.
Yeah. Okay, I've got it. I can't make any tubes. So what? I think I set it up, but I was trying to.
Hey, was there an update?
There was a minor update, as far as I can tell.
Because
Don't
the
think you-
iconography is different in the map.
Well, have you played the game recently and maybe you've forgotten?
No, I haven't played this in a month and a half, 2 months.
Water. Again, here. Here, normal. Here. Here.
Okay, I was for some reason making a drone port, and turbo rifle ammo.
Oh, that's why we need nitrogen gas.
For what?
Batteries.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense.
Again, I managed to not have the right resources on me.
Ugh. Now I just need to figure out. Now we need to figure out where to transport the nitrogen gas to make batteries. I guess we could try and pump it into one of the rail stations. Also, are some of the plant life slightly different?
Maybe?
Okay, what are you transporting? Silica and quartz. There's a rail station right by me. Technically. Okay.
Wow, maybe I should have taken notes. Ah, bad edit, bad pass edit, bad. Why did I want to build a drone? For what? What purpose?
Drones
Probably
are
to transport stuff from a very strange location.
yeah, something that can't easily be reached by train or by truck.
Let me figure out what that would have been in this map. What was I hoping to transport?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
supercomputers and anything else are needed for this current milestone, right?
So milestone we need
Fused modular.
fused modular, which that I believe is aluminum. Like it's stage 3 of the modular frames. I was half tempted to do a stress test with the new computer. With satisfactory, it's like, you know, that wouldn't be too bad, but
Think it's too thin.
uh, still trying to do a little bit of tinkering about with it. So instead, I did Cyberpunk for like 5 minutes, which that's not a stress test. That's a let's see if this works. Which it surprisingly is a lot faster than, well, for obvious reasons, current computer.
Good sign.
Yes. Not getting a lot of hitching. Okay, we have 64 supercomputers. We are not good on computers, per se. To force into it, but we have like 122. I'm gonna shove some computers in there, just to. Okay, there we go. So we can at least finish out the supercomputers and then figure out what to do about the you are low on cable. So I figured we need to at least get the nitrogen so we can get certain things up and running. Just need to figure out which location. Yeah, I mean, like the one that I found, which is actually really nearby one of Eddie's plants, is also like so it'd be basically just trying to figure out how to get it actively connected. Okay.
Exploding. Explode all the things.
Let's see. We've got Everything but sulfur completed, but that's because quite literally the last thing that needs to be done is nuclear tech. And then the rest is just basically hard drives, which... Hmm.
I need iron rods.
Iron roads?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, are we actually on update 8?
Don't think so.
Okay. So I need copper sheets. I think I changed some of my cable production to copper sheeting.
I'm expanding copper sheet production in the copper area as we speak.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Well, it's just the fact that, like, I need copper sheets so I can do some tubing and other such things so I can store the nitrogen gas. Nitroguison gas. Full rebake city. Eddie will not fully understand that reference.
Not at all.
Alright. Copper sheets. So, weird question.
Mhm.
If or when are we going to return back to Cyberpunk?
I don't know if we're ever going to do that. You know, Cyberpunk seems like it's, I don't know, hard to stream. There's too much plot. There's too much RPG and
You mean like every other game that I've played?
yeah, I know, but I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I don't know. Maybe it would be worth going through Phantom Liberty if nothing else, but
Yeah.
It
And if you say, like, it's too RPG, it's like, I've seen people streaming Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah. But
Which,
there's
that's too RPG, to be
Yeah.
honest.
but that's the right RPG.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I've seen some people say that it's too D&D to stream.
I think
Because
it's
how do
highly
the
incorrect.
rules work? Well, yeah, while I do know how the rules work, those people are also the same people are like, it's not Call of Duty, and it's like, well, no one cares about Call of Duty.
Yeah, why is that a reference point?
It's because of the fact that people don't. It's like with RPGs, you have to understand the story that's going on at the time. So, unless you're doing like just chicanery or like side story stuff in Baldur's Gate, people will probably tune in, go like, "What fucking part of the story am I at now?" if, like, let's say you're watching a streamer that doesn't do stream archives, and so it just causes more confusion. And this is a thing that's for all RPG or story-based content. It's not, you can't just say, like, well, Baldur's Gate is exempt from it. No. There's still the overarching plot line.
You're losing the plot on me. I don't know what your point is.
Okay, Eddie. Watching an anime. We're gonna do it this way. Let's say you're watching an anime. And for some odd reason, the streaming service that you have access to will only do the latest episode for 3 days. Let's say that's the only way you can watch this one anime series. Everybody else that tries to get it via other means is tracked down, hunted down, and basically killed outright. I know that's unrealistic, but let's just say this is... So, let's say that due to certain circumstances, like work design, say, hey, we need you to deal with X project, and, oh, hey, that project is going to take 4 days, and 3 of those days are when the anime airs, and you cannot watch it because you have to be in office for this project. So, you miss an episode. You're like, okay, I'll watch the next episode, and everything will be hunky-dory. The next episode you watch, thinking like, okay, there's going to be a brief recap. No, you're halfway into the final battle, and nobody's willing to try and explain what's going on. They fully expect you to have watched the previous episode. That's trying to watch RPG story content. Still following?
I mean, I understand now the picture you painted, but what's the end result?
I'm saying that basically Baldur's Gate is the same thing as Cyberpunk. If we play the story bits, Baldur's Gate and Cyberpunk are equal if you're using the story point. If you said, like, okay, we're just going to dink about, nah, that's fine. We could do Cyberpunk or Baldur's Gate and no one would care. But if we're trying to focus on the story point, that's not going to work.
I mean, we've done it before.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, we do stream archives. Preamble at the end part, where yes, you can watch previous episodes, so we're not like that that shit example I provided, and trust me, that example is unrealistic. There are pirates out there that would absolutely 100% try and get that one episode so you could try and watch it and catch up. So
I don't know. Sometimes I think you're assuming a bit much sometimes. Like,
well, I mean, in the example I suggested where basically people were hunted down and killed outright, well, for pirating, which...
I mean, it also depends on how popular the show is in the first place.
Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, the example I gave was a very extreme... It's not going to happen in real life because, no, most streaming services will... Yeah, we'll keep the entire full season up for 2-3 years before even considering removing it from the platform.
Well, it's all dependent upon who owns what at the time, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. Considering that apparently by the end of this month, Cowboy Bebop, the anime, is going to be removed from Netflix.
Where's it going to go live?
Well, it's on Crunchyroll.
That's good.
So there's, as far as I can tell, it's just being removed from Netflix. No other place is removing it. But it's let's just say, bad, disgusting counterpart is still going. The live action is still going to live on Netflix.
And it's welcome to live there.
Honestly, I'd rather they just remove the live action and continue the anime.
I don't think they can do either of those.
I know.
Anyway, the whole point with the cyberpunk thing is that a lot of when I play that RPGs, I just do random stuff, like, and there's a lot of random to do in that RPG that I didn't like purposely was trying to avoid in order to not spend 4 hours grinding away at side quests, because I can easily do that in that game, and that's what I do. That's what I have been doing with other playthroughs of Cyberpunk is go through side quests a lot, and that's what I'm worried may maybe not make for a entertaining stream.
Hmm. Well, it really depends on technically our the people that watch our content.
I mean, if we're all fine with me just fighting, gonks at those like assaults in progress for 4 hours, I'm game. Like, I can't even necessarily do just Phantom Liberty because my plan was to weave Phantom Liberty quests in with the normal quests of the game.
As a heads up, when I started up Cyberpunk for testing, the prompt it gave me is, do you want to start from the beginning or just jump straight to Phantom Liberty?
I got the same.
Which tells me that Phantom Liberty can be played without technically playing the original game.
No, what it does is that it just puts you at the point of the story where it's available.
Really?
Yeah. You just get X level. I'm not sure what it is, and some basic stuff, and it just skips all a bunch of main quests that prevent you from being there. You just skip right past those quests. Just don't think.
Okay,
Which at this point seems like it's everything having to do with obviously the Act 1 stuff, and all of Act 1 is skipped, and the first couple of missions with Takamura has to be skipped. At least, well, that and the Evelyn quest line has to be skipped, because then you also had to do the Voodoo Boys quest. That's after the Voodoo Boys quest is when Phantom Liberty is available to you, from what I gather. I'm not there yet in my playthrough.
Alright, trying to figure out... Alright, how do I want to put these things so that they're going in the correct spots? I hate the fact that this is sloped. Okay. Section.
Maybe, it's hard to tell. Plus, the other thing is that it's going to take forever, and I kind of want to play it
You want to play it first. That one I can understand.
Well, I have heard it has gone over such a huge revision that it might be considered almost a new game at this point.
I would agree with that. It is like playing a brand new game, other than obviously the narrative still being mostly the same.
Well, obviously the stuff that would be very expensive to try to redo on any technical level.
Right.
It's getting all the actors back in, re-recording new lines, re-recording, say, the entire dialogue again.
Yeah.
It would cost a pretty penny.
I forget what the report was. It was like maybe 200. I might be exaggerating, but I remember it was something ridiculous high. But it was something like CD Projekt Red has spent like 25 million or 250 million, one of those two numbers, on getting us to this point.
Yeah.
Some ridiculous
They would
number.
probably have to go like twice that to bring in a lot of the actors back, especially, Keanu.
Yeah.
And they had to for Phantom Liberty, right?
Right.
They did. They
So-
like
I wouldn't be surprised if some of that was essentially just his paycheck.
yeah. And it is one of those things of like thinking about it. He might have come back to do it and done it at like as kind of like a nice little thing, but at the same time, he is a big name actor.
I'm still gonna pay the guy.
So
Pay the man. He does a good job in that role. I know, I'm on the fence about it. Although,
I mean-
you're basically taking me from completely writing off the idea to thinking about it now.
versus
It's a matter of choice, ultimately. Like,
yeah,
you still have to have Starfield.
you have Well, you said you wanted to at least try and do Starfield on your own first, didn't you, Eddie? Or
Yeah, but it's because it's a lot of the same thing where it's so much questing, which is a good thing. I like that, but I know it's like a lot of mindless questing, which I like to do because that's the stuff that I put on while I'm watching wrestling or listening to podcasts. Yeah, can't emulate that.
Okay, why is this stopped again? There's no silica coming in. That's why.
Oh, is our silica production not doing what it should be doing?
Well, there was silica that I was using to construct the aluminum plating, or whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Except it's no longer there.
interesting.
Not. What about the main hub?
That's where I am.
Hmm.
Unless I disconnected from where it was being sorted from to somewhere else. Because I thought there was a big hoopla of like reorganizing like the entire stacking system.
Right.
I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way of handling the nitrogen, but apparently I've made a twin dump thing for it. So
So for one thing, over here where I am right now, there's a heck of a ton of silica. So if you need it now, it's available. But I will find out why we're not importing it at the moment.
I I'm right next to the station that has silica and
Well, it's not
quartz.
being moved over there, so obviously somebody changed which partition it was. Okay.
Yeah, I need to figure out where the break is. But yeah, just come to where I am, and we have a whole box of it. Oh, huge ass stack.
Okay. I'm just looking at the thing right now. It is picking up the items, so now it's just trying to figure out where the items are being dropped off at.
There's a train coming in now. I'm gonna check its cargo, see if it's dropping off any silica.
I swear to God, if I have to redo the sorting system.
Let me see if it exists at all. If it does, then we know. That'll give us a clue.
But other things to watch out for. I'm trying to remember.
We are importing silica, so I guess you just caught it at a bad time. But it is coming to the central hub, so there is no problem.
Well, let's check to see if it's being distributed evenly or if it's being, janked somewhere so that it's not reaching the correct place.
I mean, it's reaching the boxes. It looks like it's also spitting out. So, I guess we set it up to be funneling somewhere. Yep, and it's funneling to I believe, what you set up. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to the aluminum side.
Ah, great.
And looks like the silica is...
The spice is flowing.
Wait. This says it's not getting silica. But
I'm clearly seeing the silica.
No. Before you continue, I'm literally looking at a belt that's going into the smelter, but it says 2 out of 5 silica.
Put down the belts again.
I'm gonna redo the belts.
Yeah, I have no idea what you mean by anything you just said. So do what you need.
It's on the belt in front of where it's supposed to go in, and it's not accepting it.
Yeah. And if you want to see what it's supposed to look like, what it looks like it's doing, and what it is doing, I've only done one belt so far. But yeah, for some odd reason the belts are going like, yeah, no.
Oh, you're talking about over here. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I have no opinion about what's going on over here.
So let me just dismantle this belt here, just so you can see what it looks like. And then, whoop. That's what's happening. Is that basically they were on the belt, but they somehow weren't being fed into the machine. Like, you can take a look at that machine over there at the very end, and you would see an example of what's happening. I haven't gotten to that belt there yet.
There's probably an item stuck in there that's not silica. I don't know if we can see it.
There's only 2 inputs. Really,
Well,
only
if you
2.
delete the belt, you'll see what's on the belt.
Yeah.
Oh, this one says 5 stacks of reinforced concrete steel beams? What?
Maybe when you were resorting things, things got mixed up at one point.
Maybe. Okay, so let's see here. Alright. Oh wait, no, the reinforced concrete is the conveyor belt. Okay, yeah, somehow aluminum got on the belt.
Great.
And by aluminum I mean like the aluminum plates. Okay, they're feeding properly now.
Yeah, but unfortunately what I need is the actual aluminum ingots.
Let's see here.
There isn't enough of an overflow to pull from it.
Yeah, what we were getting was the alclad. Somehow alclad sheets got on there. Okay. I'm gonna go check up on supercomputers real quick.
I guess I might just go down the line of resource and see what we're not farming enough of.
Aluminium!
Well, the aluminum is the hardest one at the moment.
Yeah.
I think all of our aluminum is coming from the one production I set down by my oil field.
Once again, computers.
I know where some other aluminum is, but they're all sort of in the interior, so they're all annoying to get at.
They're all in the red forest.
Well, they're all towards the center of the land, not
Okay.
necessarily in the red forest for some of them, but we're nowhere near close to any of them, so.
Okay, I need to get some plastic so I can get the computers back up and running. Actually, we probably need to do that, which means... Ugh.
Have we set up nuclear energy yet? Is that something you're working on, Tom?
Well, we've tried to scout out a couple of places for nuclear, but right now we do need to get like some other things up and running, just simply so we're not stuck in a very strange and annoying loop of dealing with nuclear waste.
Overflow and underflow and overflow and underflow.
Well, I'm just thinking that while we could get a nuclear generator up, we probably would not see as much of a benefit of the amount of hassles it would have at this point.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't know how bad our energy is, because it feels like we're overdrawing. The only reason why we haven't seen it yet is because not everything is working at top condition.
No, we're actually doing pretty good. Capacity is at... Oh, wait, max consumption. Never mind. Sorry, I got that backwards. So our capacity is 4,500 and max consumption is 6,100. So, yeah.
I mean, I think one of the things that I was planning on trying to do was set up another row of oil field generators. See how well I could make that work.
I suppose I could go hard drive hunting if there's something else to do. Because I can't remember what my original objective was.
Hard drives?
I have not seen where they're kept, so, but not sure if we have or haven't.
Well, they're not on me.
Yeah, not on me.
Double checking. Nope. I just have a little tiny go-kart. I'll go check the bins back at base, just see. Nope. computers.
That.
There. Nope. And nope. All the little tiny boxes around the hub do not have computers, hard drives on them. So.
Smokeless powder, check. We have cable already, we're good.
Yeah, we have a shit ton of it.
Do we need another crystal oscillator production?
Maybe? Something a bit more dedicated than what I've got set up, which is...
Oh, I think I was going to make ammo. Turbo rifle ammo. I think that's what my goal was before.
Yeah.
The only question is that worth it?
The best way I could describe turbo ammo is machine gun. So essentially you fire a lot more rapidly. And more cables.
Okay, let's follow that. Let's follow that trick. Here we go. Turbo ammo. That requires either a blender or a manufacturer.
Probably blender would be cheaper and smaller footprint.
We need rifle ammo, aluminum casing, packaged turbo fuel. I think I'm making packaged turbo fuel where again?
Technically, last I recall, the turbo fuel, the packaged fuel. Yeah. Are we talking like packaged, like smokeless powder, or packaged fuel?
Packaged turbo fuel.
Turbo fuel. Don't recall honestly.
So that's made at a refinery using fuel and compacted coal.
Which means that it has to be near an oil field and coal, or for it to work properly.
Maybe that was my goal list. Problem was the compacted coal. I have coal over here, but not compacted coal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe that's what I was going to build the drone for, to send nitrogen
Sulfur.
over here. Yeah, sulfur over here. No, it's sulfur. Sorry, you're right, sulfur.
Yeah, I go like, why would you put nitrogen in coal?
Yeah.
Okay, how many computers have we got? 45. 95 supercomputers.
My supercomputer.
Stop all the downloading.
So let's go back to my wanting to build a drone. And I'm figuring all the buttons. Deal. So in order to do a drone, drone port, two drone ports and one drone. I need 40 high-speed connectors.
High-speed connectors are manufacturer, I believe, because we don't have any alternative recipe, and that's quick wire cable and circuit boards. Circuit boards, base one, I believe. Let's see, circuit boards. Yeah, we just have the basic one for circuit boards, which is copper sheets and plastic. And it's
Are we not manufacturing high-speed connectors anywhere?
I am, but that's being currently just directly funneled into the supercomputer.
Okay, so maybe
Production line.
let me take a step farther back. Maybe it's high-speed connectors I need to be thinking about.
Yeah, AI. So high-speed connectors. Admittedly, you could probably just take some from the supercomputer machine because it is just being.
What I'm saying is that it would be nice if we had a facility that creates them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, soon we'll have the 100 supercomputers. And then all we'll need to deal with is that crazy modular frame there. The what is it? Fused modular frame, which is basically heavy and then aluminum casings.
Okay, so question number 2: are we making circuit boards anywhere reliably?
Actually, easily. Computer and supercomputer are both making them. And to be honest, the circuit boards are stupid easy to make because they're basically just copper sheets and plastic. So, I'm practically over building them.
Well, we do need a lot of them for our various components. So.
Yeah, because they're used in both high-speed connectors, computers, supercomputers. The list goes on because I believe they're also
Copper.
used.
So it might behoove us to create a facility for creating circuit boards.
Yeah. Admittedly, creating it is probably just going to be super simple.
Yes, but we need a manufacturing plant for them, regardless of simplicity.
Manufacturing?
Mm-hmm. So circuit board.
They can be made in the assembler.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the general concept of manufacturing, not the manufacturer.
Sorry.
Opening up a new line, essentially.
Basically, instead of having the dedicated one that's being fed into the system, just a dedicated one to make the part.
Correct.
That can be dumped into a bin somewhere that people can just gank out of.
I think I can do that at my southeastern base. That might be because I have oil refineries and a copper node that I haven't tapped yet that I can probably tap for this specific purpose. So that's where I'll go.
All right, the 100 supercomputers are grabbed. So I'm going to still kind of feed some of it back in the system so we have supercomputers to do other components. But they are now practically free for grabs for components and such. At least for now.
Okay, I'm gonna need 2 refineries.
Don't refineries use computers, though?
No.
Oh.
I need 2 refineries. I need constructors. I need some miners. Smelters.
Smortles.
Okay, that should get me started.
Okay.
Let me grab the materials, and then that should get me going with what I need.
Okay, how do I make packaged shit? Because the most reliable way of transporting any type of liquid or gas is packaged.
Well, the most efficient because of
Yeah, because of the fact that somebody did math and figured out that transporting by train is garbo. Okay, first. Packaged. Limit solution. Empty oh shit.
what?
Mhm.
In order to transfer nitrogen, we have to make a new type of container.
Yeah. And
Empty
it
fluid.
uses
Aluminum
aluminum.
ingots.
Yes.
Apparently we did get an alternate recipe, which
For what?
somehow turned... Oh, wait, never mind. It's for extracting the nitrogen gas.
In other words, we add it with water and we get more out of it.
No, it's basically saying, like, if you have packaged nitrogen gas, you get 4 nitrogen gas and then 1 empty fluid tank.
The ultimate recipe is the recipe that extracts it from a container.
Yes. I feel dumb butt.
Right. I think
Well,
I think the way they
once we finally finish it.
I think the way they worded it is weird too. They could have differentiated that instead of calling it an alternate recipe.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it still is an alternate recipe. It's almost a upgrade.
It's technically correct, but not very clear.
It's one of those... It's correct, but...
I mean, the only way it could possibly be more annoying is if it actually separated out into more liquids or more stuff, but the current processes of, like, the buildings wouldn't allow that. Because the packager is also the depackager. So...
Okay.
Also, it's really annoying that you can't make a 2-point system for our vehicles and such.
The 2-point system?
Okay, you have to construct a loader and unloader at each point,
Oh, mhm.
versus having it be both load and unload.
Yes. That is a hassle in some ways, yes.
At least the packager is cheap. But, yeah, it's still kind of... Ugh.
I mean, technically, as soon as you get, like, enough bottles and stuff, you can technically just make this
A closed
merry-go-round solution.
Problem is trying to get enough bottles to make it.
Well, it isn't enough bottles to make it. It's also having to deal with transporting the bottles as well as what you're doing. Essentially, like having to move the bottles back from the depackager back to the packager so they can be repackaged.
Yeah.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Somebody remembers their 90s PSAs.
Body massage.
Somebody remembers the early 2000s parodies of 80s PSAs.
I watched a video about the whole Fensler G.I. Joe parody stuff.
There should be a documentary about how that was created.
Well, there's a short video about it from a YouTube channel that I watch because it covers a lot of 80s and 90s
And today,
nostalgia shows. Trying to remember the name of it. But they go into various aspects like what was the thing behind the show, the creators, like what happened, the toy lines, things of that nature. And weirdly enough, when they mentioned him, the Fensler, the guy behind the whole G.I. Joe parody stuff, he's still he's actually active in some modern shows. And I'm trying to remember because like one of the titles that they mentioned was a huge name now. It was I'm trying to remember what show it was.
Or you have to Google it.
Probably. But the one thing about it that's a little funny is the fact that it's like most people remember him by his more recent works rather than his works with the whole G.I. Joe thing.
Well, let's face it, that stuff is like now internet ancient, so.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, these tanks are all filled up. Packagers. Those are you. You're actually way too close.
I'm trying to find out exactly what he's done.
What, me?
No, he's talking about the guy behind the G.I. Joe stuff.
While I'm waiting for the train here. The only problem is Wikipedia goes to his studio that created the PSAs and not him specifically. Here's just go to his IMDb. Oh, yeah, he worked on the Tim and Eric show. That's a big deal. Worked on Portlandia. That's a big deal, too. Yeah, it was mostly Portlandia and Tim and Eric stuff that really got him going for a while there.
Yeah, I feel like I was probably trying to remember the Tim and Eric show.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
Just gonna get these set up for packaging.
Need to go back. Actually.
All right, I made it home. Time to get to work. Oh, I did forget some supplies. I forgot that I'm gonna need water. Oh well. I'll return to that in a bit. Where was the burgers? Let's work on that first. Really gonna run into a giant spider. I'm destined to. I can already hear it.
Time to enable Kitty.
No, absolutely not. It's worse. Oh, I hear it hissing. Ah, this is gonna suck. Ah, time to do it though. Oh, it's just you. You're harmless.
Mostly harmless.
It's just a plasma splitter. Here we go. Here's the copper deposit. Let's build the mining. Bad doggy, bad. Come on, you. Where was I? Oh, yes. Slug.
Okay. So I got them tubed up. Not sure how well they're going to do once we get around to somehow delivering packaged nitrogen. So I don't think this path is valid anymore.
Now I need a merger.
I need quick wire.
Okay, there. Now we have a constant production of aluminum scrap.
Yay!
Yay!
It was essentially running off half
Resources.
Ew. What was
I might have
happening?
forgotten it when I started up the project.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Honest mistake.
Or you were just trying to at least get the basics down before ramping
Well, I
up,
might
maybe?
have just forgotten to put it there, so.
Eh.
Right. Okay. It's there.
Thankfully that was long enough. That's what...
She said.
No, what? No. Why are you so crude?
I don't know. Somebody was crude first.
With what?
Hmm.
With science.
Okay, let's grab the here.
You.
Good.
Copper productions. That'll go.
Copper Productions at butt.
Now I need, Oh, I need encased industrial beams, and I did not bring enough of those. That's too bad. I need some water. Some H2O. I guess I'm gonna have to go back for supplies.
Constructor. Oh boy.
Okay, I am creating some packaged nitrogen gas at my location. So
Yay!
Nice. All the work that I did at this location is gone for naught.
Not necessarily. We probably do need a lot. So, and currently we do not have a good, cycle slash movement, I guess, for them. Outside of, doing the old Sherpa stuff.
Yeah, the only problem is that the location that I'm setting up at, I'm setting up packagers, but I don't have anything to I don't have enough bottles yet, nor power to get them to packaging. So it's one of those situations of like,
Come back here, Asher.
What?
I'm gonna get you. Can't escape from me.
Time to reload the bombs. Poop.
Also, how often does the train actually get here to pick up the silica? Not the silica, the aluminum scrap.
I don't know exact timing.
Damn it! Missed.
You asshole. I don't. Is there even a way to measure that? I have no idea.
Technically, it's based off of the. We'd have to check a look at the station. Let's see here.
Trains, cruise common, crane.
Incoming transfer rate 189 89 items per minute. Which that's kind of low, honestly. Okay. I mean, we do have this giant, huge stack of boxes full of silica that we could patch into the system.
I don't think silica's the bottleneck though. It sounds like aluminum scrap is, because it's taking a while to get to where it needs to go.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Okay. Why is there a detonator in this box? Okay, we have a ton of silica here. It's just kind of sitting.
I got things again. I just gotta wait for the train to come pick me up, and then back to work.
multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
I'm at the fibula, the fibula, the fibula. I'm at the fibula. Da-da-da-da.
Because we might need to put 2 trains down running simultaneously now. If it's such a long, rotation. Since technically, if they're on like the opposite ends of the circuit, they should be functioning fine. So.
I think another train wouldn't speed things up necessarily, though.
Yes, it would.
No, because the same amount of materials is being created.
Yes, but how much of those materials are waiting to be picked up and then get hit by the cap of how much the train can carry?
That's a good question, and so far the answer I see to that is not any. Everything seems to be getting picked up. At least from the ones that I've been at. If there are stations getting filled up, then yeah, then we absolutely need a second train.
We should get off to check exactly how backed up
The aluminum scrap is full, being backed up. I haven't been to that station yet. I'm at the southeast side right now. Once I'm done making the circuit boards, I'll go look at the stations and check to see if any are being overrun. Holy ho! Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's too bad. I didn't create a structure. Shit. Hopefully, I have enough material. Let's just make one for now. I want to create. That's what we'll do. It's going to create plastic, but also heavy oil residue.
Okay. Yeah, now the current bottleneck is quite literally just scrap. Aluminous scrap. Wait, what are you producing? Oh, hello! Eddie, I found just a dedicated machine making crystal oscillators.
Oh, good. So we don't need it. So scratch it off the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Train's in. What do you bring, train?
Circuit board is created at an assembler. Okay. Assembler it is.
Train brings silica. Quartz.
Oh, here's where the hard drives are.
Found him?
Yeah, they're down here at the oil facility. In one of my storage.
Oh, good.
Okay.
You want me to move it over to your place?
Move it
I'm
over
gonna
to the
have
hub.
to be getting some resources anyway.
Probably would be helpful, yeah.
Actually, I could probably just start this situation right now if I
Yeah,
happen
you,
to have.
you could create one of those the things that read
Man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Man.
there is a MAM down here. I just completely spaced on it. So,
Yeah, considering that
Yeah.
any map that we access would have access to it, so.
okay, let me just read the hard drive.
And
I'll move
motors.
the other two up there, so just simply so they're not wallowing.
Turbo fuel, I believe. I'm just seeing what items are being sent.
We are transporting turbo fuel?
It's purple, which I believe is
No, that's
No, wait.
heavy oil.
heavy oil
That's-
residue.
Yeah, well, it's heavy oil residue. I believe it's purple. Black is crude oil, I do not know what turbo fuel is. I think it's
Red.
probably red.
Yeah, it's
Red.
red.
Yeah, this is purple. So, crude oil residue. And that's it. So how are we getting the alumina here?
The scrap
Yeah.
by train.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, putting the hard drives beside the MAM at base. In the purple one.
10-4.
And have we got a hard drive running?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. 5 minutes. The donk.
All right. Okay, now that I have circuit boards being created, I need set me to a place for. I don't have enough cables.
Okay.
Let's see, can I make cables? What is that? Okay, now let's see where I can place this manufacturing plant. Oh, let's blow stuff up. Okay, now if I want you to create high-speed connectors, I need a circuit board, a cable,
Quick wire.
and quick. Splitter. Already have one of these. Helps if I actually start crafting circuit boards.
Select the recipe. Whoop. Right next to it.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, we have some very interesting choices. Solid steel ingot, which is 2 iron, 2 coal, to 3 steel. Which currently that's that's
go
better
ahead.
than that's better than the standard, but not better than the one alternative recipe for the foundry, which is like 100 per minute.
I was gonna say we seem like we're doing pretty good on steel ingot creation.
Yeah. So that one is kind of. It allows us to use like the iron ingots to make steel at a slightly faster pace, but it's kind of. The next recipe we have is infused uranium cells, which these ones require just a manufacturer
They'll
and no
require a
blender.
blender. Uranium,
Standard
sulfur, silica, and quick wire, which are all not unreasonable.
Yeah. The third one,
Yeah, we
six
don't.
extra inventory spots.
Yeah, we don't need that one. I don't think we need that one, but maybe I'm alone.
I mean, we're not ready for for nuclear power, but that one is very, very tempting.
Well, let me take a look at it, because it sounds like the steel one isn't all that impressive, mainly because we're doing well, as Eddie said.
Yeah, that one is. It would have been better earlier on, but at this point, it's like, no, not really.
Okay. Well, the biggest problem is I don't know what regular uranium cells need.
It needs a blender,
sulfur-
cement, and sulfuric acid.
And
Yeah, and this
sulfuric
is a
acid.
manufacturer, which would at least change things up.
Yeah,
Uh,
versus the blender. Whereas, let me look up sulfuric
Because
acid.
blenders need liquids, right?
Right.
Generally, they are going to be liquids. So, to make sulfuric acid, standard recipe is.
Well, do you think that it's necessary for future planning?
But the cell,
Yeah.
I think it could be useful in places where we don't want or need to put down blenders.
The only downside is that it's actually slower than the blenders.
So it's really just sort of an alternate pathway. In other words, if you don't have a clear liquid source, probably
well-
nearby.
To make sulfuric acid, it's basically just sulfur and water in a refinery.
Yeah, but remember trying to get sulfur some places.
Annoying as shit, yes.
I'll leave it to you. But if that +6 inventory shows up again, we may still want to consider it.
Yeah. I mean, all the recipes will. We will be able to get all the recipes available. Whether we use them or not is a different matter. So. It's whatever yours is. Like, you do whatever you want to do, Eddie. But I'd say probably if we want to do some future proofing, the nuclear cells is actually probably best.
That's kind of
wanna-
where I'm leaning.
Yeah.
There might
We
be
want
some
immediate
utility
results.
in the steel, maybe, but that would also not necessarily. No.
Yeah, but I think the inventory slots are eminently useful.
Yeah, I feel
You're
like the
still
inventory
doing,
slots.
like a lot of moving stuff by hand.
Yeah.
So
It's fair.
is coal on here? Okay.
Okay, now I need a smart splitter. First, I need more storage.
Okay, let's see. So I'm guessing we're going to go with infused uranium cells, Eddie, or
Yeah.
I think that seems like that's a good choice.
okay. Okay. Grabbing hard drive. Shove into merm.
Okay, I have cable. Now I need quick wire. I don't think there's any
Close by.
barium. Yeah. Let's see. Quick wire. Do we have any alternate recipes by chance? No, we don't. It's all material.
I don't think home base is getting a lot of aluminum, but sounds like MPX set up another aluminum manufacturing plant where he's at.
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to expand our power.
Ah.
But I think there is a overflow problem. Because every time I walk past the belts down here at where I'm making the aluminum scrap,
Yeah.
they are stopped.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
next time the train comes by, I'm gonna go and check out.
And take.
In fact, if I hurry, maybe I can reach it. I might not make it. I might. Come on, hurry up.
Well, how long does it take to make a cycle?
I do not. Oh, I just missed the train. Damn it! I didn't make
Maybe
it.
we need multiple trains?
Yeah,
That's what I was saying earlier.
but yeah, but the question of whether the plant that's exporting aluminum scrap is full or not was not answered.
I'm pretty sure it is.
If it is, then yeah, absolutely, another train will be super useful.
Just wondering why it isn't stopping at the aluminum place, but
What?
well, if it is full, that kind of implies why the train isn't stopping there.
Well, if it was,
not
if it was,
stopping there, it's picking it all up,
yeah.
but it's resource capped. Like, there's only so much space that it can actually load onto the train or something.
Okay.
Like, either there's not enough space on the train, or it loads up fully, but then it takes so long for it to come around again that it's already, fully stacked up again before the train even comes back.
It's possible.
That is true.
We'll confirm here soon. I'll go check myself. Unless someone's closer and wants to check, but otherwise I'm making my way there.
I'm just doing some.
Well, where is the train at the moment?
At Talus. That's where the
Okay.
crystal and silica export is at. So its next stop will be the oil refinery area. A lot of late. we go. Close that loop. Now. So I'm for the plane to come back around. When I get back, I'll need to. Ports the drink. Guess while we're waiting, I'll give it some quick wire. Sorry. Place the cable. Oh, I missed that.
Oh boy. Let's see.
I'll have to fix it when I get back. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
That's also why we probably needed the nitrogen gas, is because it's needed to make the fused frame. Okay, what do we got?
Nothing good.
Bolted iron plate. Which
Meh.
is meh.
Heavy case
Frame. Which I think
iron
that's.
ingot is strange.
It's technically better, but it's
Odd.
odd. The heavy the heavy encased frame is 2.8 per minute, but generally that's close to 3 per minute.
Well, it replaces screws with concrete,
Yeah.
which does have its uses in some places because we do sometimes have access to concrete. But it does require a heavy investment of them. Like the pipes, the
10
6 pipes,
encased.
producing more per minute.
I mean, out of the 3, that one is technically the best, but if I could only remember the trick to basically just clearing out the MAM so we could start it again, but
Okay, where is the train right now?
It's at where I am at. I'm writing it.
Okay, I don't see you.
I'm on the east side,
so
next to the iron ore. There we go. I just left Calcaneus station.
Alright.
well, out of the 3, which
I
one
wonder
do
why
you
it's
feel?
taking forever.
This isn't a loop.
Okay. So, from what you overheard, Eddie, what would you prefer out of the 3?
I don't know. I'm on the train, so I wasn't able to look at it, and I
Okay, I'll just leave it in the map for you to take a peek at it. I mean, the heavy modular, that frame one, yeah, the heavy modular frame, that one is kind of nice because it frees up screws. and
is
to use
nice.
it just concrete, but it does require more of the other resources
What are the
for
resources?
steel pipes, modular frames, and encased steel beams.
What were the other two choices?
The other two choices were bolted steel plates, which no, and pure iron ingots, which are basically getting more iron ingots to use through a refinery.
No. The first one seemed like the only viable option.
The heavy encased frame. So that one.
Yeah, that seems like the best option of all the ones.
Okay. Hello, hard drive, your old friend. I've come to shove you in the mam again. Okay. Meantime, I'm going to go change
Okay.
things.
Something peculiar is happening with my train route.
Oh? Is it not stopping over there?
Let's see, which one's navicular?
Okay, I'm gonna be changing up the encased, the heavy modular frames at the singular plant that I'm using to the alternate recipe. I think we have a ton of places making concrete nearby that are being underutilized. Need to drop off the screws somewhere, though.
Yeah, something was horribly wrong with our setup. I think that's why we're having issues. But me test it out.
They are being corrected.
I'm attempting to correct them. Because yeah, the station for Ladder Alley and Cuboid were not on the timetable.
Ah,
You.
so it didn't matter how much I was producing, nothing was going out because nothing was getting picked up.
Yep.
Again, maybe we should make multiple trains running. I don't know. You're a train master. Design the system.
I mean, it wouldn't
I don't-
hurt to have two trains. It would just be overkill, but it wouldn't hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's overkill.
No, I don't think it's overkill.
I mean, we can't be for sure now because we have to wait for everything to catch up. But I'm pretty sure. Typically, shouldn't be overproducing what the train can carry. If it is, then yeah. Obviously, another train would be absolutely necessary. But I'm not sure that was the case.
Well, if the train is constantly somewhere else for like 20 to 30 minutes, it's an entirely different question.
Comply.
It's less about like the capacity and more about timetable.
As long as it's able to carry everything from its station, then we are
so
still.
lucky that you
I
found
mean,
this
equilibrium might be
unstoppable
too
item.
generous, but we're still transporting everything that's possible to transport.
Okay.
The moment that the station is overfilling, and we can't transport faster than we can produce, then yeah, we're in need of another train. But again, like I said, there's no reason not to have another train. It doesn't hurt anything. If we want another train that makes everyone feel
Well,
better,
until
then
you end up putting them on the same timetable and have them run into each other.
Yeah, they'll phase through.
there's supposed to be logic to handle that. I just haven't messed with it yet, but there should be logic to keep them from doing that. But I'll have to program it in.
Well, that's the thing is that the trains will not crash into each other. They'll just phase
No.
through each other.
No, but if we're not careful, they can stop each other from moving.
Really?
Yeah, they absolutely can.
That's strange because I've heard that they'll just phase through, as in there will be no crash. They
Oh,
will not stop.
I don't know. We've obviously are dealing with various version differences, so who knows?
Yeah.
They may have
Oh.
implemented that just to solve it as a stopgap right now, or it may be like, yeah, that's what we want to do eventually.
Well, no, that was from update 7.
Okay, are you down here picking that stuff up?
Da-da-da.
Okay, he's not at ladder road.
No, we're gonna head that way in a bit. I just reprogrammed the route, so I'm following it to make sure it follows it this time. I have 2 stops between where I am right now and Ladder Alley. In the train building stuff, there's signs that are specifically meant to be put down that will tell a train, hey, if there's something on the track in front of you, past the sign, do not go. I would just need to weave those in. Next station, Ladder Alley. Okay, so this should be working now.
Okay, I think I figured out why I was doing nitrogen. It's just so I could gear up and try and finally get something to start working on getting the fused modular frames. What?
Nothing good.
Stitched iron plate instead of bolted iron plate this time. Which you know. Steamed copper sheeting, which is 3 copper ingots to 3 water to 3 sheets. Which, yes, that's better, but that's done in a refinery. And then
Some potential with that one.
that one I'd probably say is probably a good one, but we'd need water. The final one is very temperamental, and it would help for places that don't technically have it, which is iron wire. 5 iron ingots to 9 wire.
Interesting.
It is slightly slower, but there are areas on the map where you have a fuck ton of iron nodes, but not a lot of copper. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's tempting.
The
You're
iron
right.
wire is probably the most useful because it does mean that if you just simply have iron nodes nearby, you can get essentially copper wire out of it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I can't argue that.
Because
So-
the steam copper sheet seems superfluous in a way.
Yeah, it's technically faster, but once again, it requires a refinery.
Heck, the stitched iron plate actually probably makes sense after we get to the iron wire in a sense.
Yeah. So, from the sounds of it, iron wire.
Yeah,
I think so.
we have not gotten some of the more useful ones.
Okay.
What is it?
What is what doing?
Rain. It's skipped past the station that it says it's going to. So I don't know what it's thinking.
I mean, it missed laterally.
No, it picked up items from there. It skipped Cuboid, even though Cuboid is the next station it's supposed to go into. I don't know why it skipped it.
I don't know. You could always check exactly how much stuff is in the cab. Because if it's picking up stuff from various train stations and coming back, it's probably already full. You haven't looked at it.
Yeah, but the next station after that is Navicular, where it should have dropped things off if it was full.
Navicular.
Yeah, Navicular. So I'm trying to figure out why it's still going. I don't know where the glitch in the Matrix is. Okay. That was a suspicion. Maybe it's gonna... Okay, this might answer my question. Turned itself around at Tibia, now we're going back. Which leads me to believe that maybe I set up the train station wrong at Cuboid.
You guys just passed behind me.
That's a pain. Guess I did set it up backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, to give an idea. Oh wow, that's really bad here. You want to know what's outgoing transfer rate from this station?
Hmm.
14 items per minute.
Ew. Ew.
I don't know if you know how to do trains. Because you're just... Okay, you only have two...
Two.
You do know
two.
that to load up the other carriage, it needs to be actually arranged correctly.
Yeah, you only have one loading station on that one. Can people hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just choosing to ignore you.
So are we now loading the train properly? with
I'm
the
working
scrap?
on it.
Well, currently, I think he's having to deal with whether or not the train is capable of hitting so many stations,
Yeah.
or whether, like, he's dealing with overflow issues of like what's being loaded onto the train.
No, it's a scheduling issue. It was going the platform, cuboid platform was I put on backwards. So when it arrived at the station, it didn't stop there because it entered from the exit instead of entered from the entry. So it just
Ah.
so it went around to other stations until it found a track that it can do a U-turn on. Oh, I missed it.
You messed up that hard?
No, I just entered this station incorrectly. Our main station.
Alright.
Wish I knew how to manually unload the train. Wish there was a way to do it. No, to set this all over again.
Now we let it run and see how it does.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just unloaded at Navacular, so it's dropping off everything that came in.
Okay. Looks like you still have a truck eddy on there.
Sorry?
Like, it still looks like you have a container on there.
What do you mean?
Like, look behind you.
Yeah, it's empty.
If it's empty, it shouldn't have a container on there.
I mean, they're empty. There's no
see anything there on this screen. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably one of those, like, on mine, it still shows a container.
Yeah.
Okay, I do see some scrap. Alright, let's see if it's getting out from where it's being.
Comply. Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Oh boy. Okay, scrap is being delivered. We just now need to patch it into the system.
Why is it not donating?
Where the scrap was coming from last time was your old truck route. So, essentially, now it's coming to the train station, which means we need to now reroute the belting tiny bit to get the scrap into the system.
Bless you.
So, excuse me while I do some rebelting. Okay. Rebelted.
Redelton. Uh,
Double checking. Oh my god, are they experiencing the same bullshit as before?
what do you
God,
mean?
they are.
Oh.
Like when we started the stream, the whole thing of like, what is silica? It's like
The line is contaminated.
something. They're just okay. I'm gonna rebuild these. No. There we go. Okay, they have been rebuilted, and they are distributing properly. So,
Excellent.
Not properly connected to the network.
which one?
My new power plant. Doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, your capacity doesn't seem to have gone up.
Well, no, it's the fact that it's sitting down here, but I thought I connected it someplace, so it's a bit confusing.
Production. Yeah, production speed.
Is this connection not properly connected to the rest of the network? Somehow this is.
Okay, there we went. Okay.
Oh, hello. Yeah, that's a big jump.
It appears half of my power wasn't even powering anything
No.
already.
You were just making power for power's sake.
Essentially, yes. Like somehow it wasn't properly networked. But now we're not nearly as bad as we were.
Yeah. And I think
Okay, I'm gonna go AFK for a bit.
Okay.
yeah, we'll be full up on alclad sheets. So I may start ganking some ingots once it fills up to make some of the containers for nitrogen grass.
Do it.
Well, I want to make something that allows us to make essentially the fused containers, and we're going to need nitrogen gas for a lot of things anyway, so... Crap.
Oh, really? Wow, that's messed up, game.
What?
They really don't want me to have a good time with this.
With the trains?
They've derailed my train. Like, not only stopped it, they derailed it.
Oh.
It's like a disaster area here.
Too steep of a slope. Too wiggly of a line. Sticks.
Okay, the outgoing transfer rate is now much improved.
Yay.
It is now 4,000 items per minute.
They have 100. Instead of like 18.
Yeah, 14.
Jeez, again?
Why is there collision problems?
Yeah. I thought I fixed it. Or I thought I saved it. But
Jesus, what's going on in the background?
yeah, I'm telling you, the derailment is gnarly. They don't let me get away with it.
Okay.
They make me suffer.
So trying to do 2 trains is a... Well, maybe it's how you've laid down the... Because I thought you were trying to make a circuit. Like a circuit. A closed
Big circle.
Yeah, there is an issue somewhere with that. And I think I know how to correct it, but it's going to take some finagling.
Probably should do that before I get back to the base. To steal some computers.
We have a fuck ton of computers.
Well, yeah, but I was also going to try to hand deliver some of the nitrogen gas.
Yeah. The problem is that the fused modular frames require a manufacturer to make.
Well, a manufacturer isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, so the manufacturer requiring nitrogen frames, or are we required to put the nitrogen gas, unpackage it, so we can then put it into something else?
Well, sad to say, it actually the nitrogen gas has to be unpackaged. Oh, this is a blender recipe. So, okay, so 50 frames will make 50 frames. And I would need about...
I'm at the completely wrong end of this.
$1,250 to make the 50 frames that we need.
I'll see exactly how much we have up here.
Okay.
Okay. See, it's 8 a row. 3. We got 2,300, I think.
That should be enough to at least clear out the milestone.
Admittedly, I don't have full inventory space to pull all of them, so
You want me to come over and pull some of them?
maybe I might grab some more on another round trip.
Okay, let me set up some...
Because as soon as you empty the bottles, I might as well put them back in.
Yeah.
That way we're not having to...
Oh, good! I need radio control units to make a blender.
Yep.
Do we have anything making radio control units?
No.
Well, that was going to be on my to-do list too, but haven't had a chance.
What do I need to make radio control units? Computers. Okay. I just need one. I'm guessing this is why you wanted some computers as well, FDX.
No, I'm still building, oh,
Okay.
can't pick up anything at the moment. Anyway, where do you want this stuff dropped off?
Just put it in a box somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
Okay, there's the empty box that was between the fabric and
Crude oil.
yeah.
Okay, so Let's get the blender out.
Oh yeah, where are the computers again? On the opposite side.
Opposite side. Make more because it requires 5 control units. Hacking. Arr. We have any spares? Okay.
Okay, I found the ones that are making crystal oscillators, supercomputers, high-speed connectors. Are you no longer making computers?
Whoop! I'm attached to the container that has the computers.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's why. You're not using a manufacturer to make them.
Nope.
That is a good question. I wonder if drones can do that.
Do what?
Do what I was complaining about earlier of a proper 2-point system of where it loads and unloads on the same point versus having to make, 4 points of making one a loader and unloader and having to make it just more complicated and expensive.
Okay.
So, more derailments?
So far, no. So far.
Yeah, well, you're just staring at the traffic light where it's
Well,
going caution.
because now I'm having to test whether I can properly use these blocks and pass signals properly.
To try to make sure that they don't cross the streams.
Yep.
Oh, that's what that is. So you're making a gas filter?
Oh, me?
No, there's just this manufacturer that's gotten rubber.
Oh, Eddie did that like a couple streams back.
Ah. Yeah, it's not receiving coal for whatever reason.
Don't know if that's supposed to be what you wanted it to do.
What?
What Eddie has constructed.
No, that's no good.
Make corporate sheets.
That's going to cause a collision. Holy humanity. Let's
Sorry.
Wait, what?
so dramatic.
Okay, so 50 boys. Okay, and then so I've split off the thing so that we can recover the bottles. You can pick them up if you want them. Okay. Next one is... Okay. 50.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a lot. Okay. Although I will state that that new recipe for the heavy modular frames is lasting longer than the other one. I'm not having to refill it as often. So... Gosh. Ah. I need ingots.
Dude, where's my car?
Okay, production is finally above max consumption.
Nice.
We're going green.
We're getting into the black instead of being
A red.
somehow constantly
Well-
stuck.
The problem is that some of our resources aren't being utilized effectively, so if every single machine was working at 100%, we would have a problem.
Yeah.
Also, what time is it? 10 o'clock?
Almost.
9:47.
Okay, so another 40 so minutes. I'll try to get some more nitrogen. I'll put some more aluminum in it so it can just gather some more as we're waiting. Maybe make a bigger repository for it. Okay, that's done.
Do we have anything making aluminum casings right now?
Yes. I have a ton of
Okay.
aluminum casings where I am.
All right. Let me see where you're at so I can steal roughly about 2,500 of them.
They're down here in front of my pipe works,
Okay.
oil fields, what have you.
Okay.
So checking exactly how good this is working. Okay, it's gone down to 1,000 and there is a error.
Error?
I think there's been another collision.
There he is, working on it.
Okay. I think unfortunately the railroad you constructed does not play well with other trains.
It doesn't because I had to put in the blocking and pathing programming.
Well, that's why I was thinking, like, maybe if you had, like, at least other trains on the entire circuit.
I mean, other trains is what causes to have collisions in the first
Well,
place.
what I mean is that you would
Other
have
loops?
You have it as a loop. In other words, it goes completely clockwise. It does not go back onto its own train tracks after it's hit a stop to go essentially backwards on the same track. Because I think you do that a lot, right?
Not purposefully.
Because that's like why you have the occasional like loop around some of the stations, just so they can loop back and use the same track to go back to the previous station or something.
It wasn't on purpose.
Well, it would make sense on certain, like, offshoot tracks and such, maybe.
For the secondary track, that would make sense, but that's what's causing us to have these collisions. Why is this not working now? My building is not working. I can't build.
Are you too deep into the water?
No, I'm on land. Yeah, my build menu is not responding. Neither are my number shortcuts.
Did you somehow disable number pad?
No.
Do you want to restart the session?
Maybe.
Let me get to a semi-safe place, because I'm...
Done this trek too many times. I went past where I was supposed to get off.
Nope. Oh, good day, sir. Good day, sir.
So far, nothing is working.
Everything but my building related actions is working.
Did you accidentally enable sticky keys?
That's not activating.
I mean, one option could be, like, build dual tracks.
I can't build anything.
Well, no, I mean, like... I'm probably going to recommend that we restart the session because of that.
Let me just make sure I'm not surrounded by enemies at the moment.
So I get to the station, I will pop out, because I think...
Okay, I'm good. We need to switch things around.
Okay.
Alright, I am at the train station. I'm exiting to the menu.
Same.
I'm gonna try reloading it first and see if that alone is enough.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Not sure what that was about, but cool.
Okay, joining back in. One at a time, just to make sure. Okay.
Okay. Bringing over the rest of the nitrogen. How high do bottles stack by themselves? To 100?
I don't know.
Okay.
Bottles?
Well, after it no longer carries, you know, whatever gas it has inside of it. Because, like, the liquid containers for, like, gas and liquid, I think, stack up to 200 or it's like 500. Because I know gas, when filled, uh, like the fuel goes only up to 200. But whether the containers themselves empty stack higher.
Well, once I get this delivered, I will go check how things have unpacked.
I mean, I could check for myself. I'm going that direction anyway, so
Yeah.
I just need to find the blender object that you're using.
Just follow the nose! Don't try and run me over, Eddie.
I won't.
He's too busy trying to not run himself over.
I just lost the ability again.
I have not tried anything, like even constructing. I just pulled something from a box. Okay.
Okay, I have no idea. It's at 59 because it hasn't done anything past the... It's missing more aluminum casings.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm putting in some of my own.
No, I carefully portioned what I pulled from your containers.
I'll just go back and pull some more from this, okay?
Okay.
I had to reload. It took away my building ability again.
Again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Okay.
Other than the fact that I'm messing with the railroad.
Okay, exiting.
Exit to main menu. Confirm. This time, let's give it a bit of time before we pop back
I don't
into the
know,
game.
maybe we've run into one of the multiplayer bugs.
Multiplayer. It does not like train.
Okay, I'm
No, I think
back.
it's like maybe the host ends up having issues of like
Working again.
Okay. I'm gonna give it about like a couple of minutes.
Well, since all I'm doing is running from one place to another, it's not like I'm doing anything really important.
Yeah.
problems so far?
Yeah, there'll be a problem here in a few seconds.
Okay.
Crash.
He's probably talking about that, but
The train crash kind. Okay, it's 100 bottles per stack for empties.
so it'd be nice if they just stack one stack size higher.
Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio.
Well, it makes sense because if you take an
Yeah.
empty bottle and a full bottle, they still take up the same space,
Yeah.
regardless of mass.
The volumetric amount of space. Okay.
Anyway, I'm about back with more of the aluminum boats, whatever there are.
I already dropped off the ones that I had, so.
Well, I have more. Now the container is full. So, it's supposed to be this one.
Which one?
Heavy modular frames. I'll go
Oh.
grab some for myself from my stash.
Because you're going to be needing some fused ones yourself?
No, I'm just trying to contribute because at the moment we don't have much stream time left. So
Okay.
already made my mega project. The power.
Bless you. Oh yeah, something about the interaction with brains apparently. I gotta reload again.
Oh boy. Can I at least load up the heavy modular frame
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
manufacturer?
yeah. There's no problem there.
because we're probably going to be needing more of those for other things. So
Yeah. Because I will state this one I believe is the one that I really wish we had gotten way earlier. Because screws are nice, but it takes 100 screws per frame, which means that you're basically dumping like a full stack of screws only makes 5 frames.
well, it's a matter of resource distribution, really. I would say.
Yeah.
Okay, I put some heavy modular frames in.
Okay.
So it should be fine. It's actually producing them relatively fast. 3 per minute. Yeah.
Well, that's because I overclocked it.
Oh. So technically it does 1.5 per minute?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, no, overclocking, I figure at 20 seconds. So it makes a frame every 20 seconds. It's pretty good. I'd say this is decent. Is it going to give us a shit ton of stuff? Not quite. I see you have logged out of the game, sir.
Well, yeah, remember, Eddie's having his train trouble.
Yeah.
The train toggle trouble.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with interacting with the screen and taking my ability to build anything.
Okay, well, I've gotten out to the menu. Should we just, restart the entire thing?
With 20 minutes left, probably not.
Okay.
I'm back in, and sure enough, it works now.
So it may turn into off stream. You go tinker about the trains and figure shit out without us being there.
Yeah, I can guess and check this. If need be.
At the very least, see how everything's working.
Need cable. Do you happen to have cable in your oil refinery base?
Maybe. There's that storage container that's on the beach behind the initial refinery stuff, where all the belts are coming straight out of.
All right, let me go look for that container.
Not that way. To your left. Remember, I'm also talking to you 30 seconds in the past.
Okay. Hopefully, I heard correctly.
Well, you just missed it.
Oh, well then, I will wait 30 seconds and get further directions.
All right.
As I said, it's on the beach.
Wait, why is it now green? It should be gray.
Okay, alright. It's on your right, or left now. Okay, that's pointless. Go north. And it will be on slightly to your right. Or it was, well, I guess now it's on the left.
I found it.
It might have cable, it might not.
Sure does, thankfully.
Probably need to resupply it with other things.
I might as well have to leave this up because, well, the next milestone after this one, 200 fused modular frames. Or did we call it night already?
Huh?
Okay. Sorry, I thought once again we lost connection. Okay, 50. Here we go.
Bless you.
Oh, man, I need rockets. And go.
Milestone reached. Turbo motors can now be constructed in order to build the latest Fix-It improved factory buildings, such as the Miner Mark III. A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
We now have minor Mark IIIs, which means now we can do a fuck ton of things. So where are those rods? Alright, there we go. And everything that this does is for post-nuclear power, which is particle enrichment, which is for the final part of the phase. So let's see here. This is the only thing left, too.
Okay, I'm hoping I fixed this.
Okay.
We'll find out soon.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Oh, that's... Ew.
We're full.
Okay, so the Minor Mark III doubles the rate of the Mark II.
Hey, do we have use for fabric? Because it's killing us.
Filters? We just need coal?
No.
Because, like, you Yay. Because you've got this, manufacturer set up to make gas filters and then shoved it over and then set up one to make, the iodine-infused filters. Which, that's needed for nuclear chicanery.
Let's see. What's it not doing over here? Why?
Okay, so how do
What's
I
missing?
see-
Coal.
Stagers and oh, good turbo motors. But yeah, the Minor Mark III requires steel tubes, 5 supercomputers, 10 fused modular frames, and then 3 turbo motors. Blah.
Okay, I've made a hyper tube over to the nitrogen.
Okay.
So at the very least, it's easier to grab it and transport it.
Hopefully this works also. I'm gonna go try to build a hypertube then off to Rest of my base in the oil fields.
Minute warning.
They give you a 5-minute warning.
Okay, let's see here.
It's gonna take a bit to catch up, but our hub was full, so we weren't taking anything in. It's
Okay, I
fine because
couldn't make
my.
it
Go ahead.
go the entire direction, but hopefully this makes it faster going between.
This, so I don't have to run the entire distance.
Are you still needing to finish up stuff?
Me?
No, Eddie.
Well, I can't build anything anymore, so.
You want us to do another quit out?
No, because we only got a few minutes left. Right now. I'm minding the train hub because our containers were full. I had to reorganize it in order to start intaking stuff.
Okay, let me just finish up one last thing, if I can. Ah, there it is. No, alright. Because I want to test exactly how fast this is compared to walking the entire distance. Admittedly, it isn't a launch loop, because that'd probably be better for us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Well, all you have to do is like just put a bunch of entrance loops beside each other. I don't know. Do you know how to do it, Asher?
Which one?
The launch loop, where you put a bunch of them together to launch yourself halfway across the map, or at least a quarter.
You used to be able to just kind of put link them together in a weird way, but I'm not sure what happened with it. I'd have to look up to see what the.
Wait. I also need to do this with them. I forgot to power them. Well,
At least most of the places where they're stopped is powered, so.
Sorry about this. I probably should have done this earlier, but oh well.
What happened?
Okay. This needs power. Okay, I've constructed a loop that gets me most of the way to that and hits a couple places along the way, so.
So probably homework for next time is setting up the basically hyper tube cannons.
Well, that might help in some places, but.
It'd be fun.
Or at least try to figure out how to do them.
Yeah. Okay, I got a few things set up. I took something that you set up, Eddie,
Mhm.
and basically just added coal. It's going to start using the fabric to make the
Filters.
gas filters, and then start working on the iodine infused filters if
Sounds good.
it's set up correctly. But I'm going to log out.
Okay, I just need to deposit some aluminum casings for this.
Mhm.
Still got some testing to do, but
Okay, I'm good.
Should make things slightly bit easier. But yeah, with what you're experiencing, it may be one of those like you take care of it off stream.
hopefully, I mean, it's kind of a crappy bug. But
Yeah. I mean, they did warn that multiplayer was even worse
Not
than.
perfect.
for reference, looks like your aluminum ingot production is stalled anyway.
Well, it's not it's not making ingots.
Well, it's capped because it's the things are filled up.
For the outclad sheets. Which, if we could find a recipe that takes the outclad sheets and then turns them into the aluminum casings, that'd be fun. That'd be great. But I don't know of any. To my knowledge, I don't think there's a lot of recipes for aluminum stuff because it's already pretty good.
I mean, since we're going to be using that as, like, you know, various things going forward, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Unless you think that it's now causing a bottleneck on the train system now.
It will soon because I'm only seeing one container here. It's not full, but eventually it will be filled up. But nothing too urgent.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll do this the rest of this testing off stream. we'll go ahead and call it. We'll be back Thursday. We'll do some more Satisfactory. We'll get our ducks in a row. I think we shook off a lot of the rust. I know I did, spending like 3 hours on this train stuff. Good times. We'll be back Thursday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.